I was wondering whose mic this was at CBS.
Yay, Vickie!
All right, everybody. Everybody, and I want to say thank you very much to all of you who came out tonight. This is something that is much needed, and I waited because let me explain to you the way this happens. St. Agnes has been chosen. This is going on throughout the city. St. Agnes has been chosen to be a respite shelter. A respite site. What is a respite? Does anybody know what respite means?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm here for.
What's there?
A respite means pit stop. It's a rest stop. It's when the migrants, the immigrants, come over the border, which they are flooding our city. We now have 94,000 immigrants coming over our border and coming here to New York City. This is what happens. My phone rings, because you know we have a family shelter in Anchor Inn in Bayside, which is very much under control, thank God. I get a phone call in the morning. This is how it goes. Total transparency with my friend Menashe Shapiro, who is the deputy mayor, who has been burdened with this job, as has DHS, DSS, to figure out what we are going to do with these immigrants when they come over to the border and through Port Authority. So my phone rang on Wednesday morning. I see Menashe's name, and as much as I love Menashe, I pick up the phone. It was 8 o'clock, and I said, "What's going on?" He's, "Well, Vic, I don't have good news." I said, "Well, give it to me. What's the news?" He told me, "College Point, St. Agnes." I said, "No. Absolutely, 100% no. There is no way. There is absolutely no way this can happen to College Point. The location is not the right location. There's lots for us to talk about." And at that point, dialogue began. It went on for 2 days straight. I did not come out and blast it out until I did late yesterday afternoon at 4:30. Actually, no, I was on a Zoom call with the mayor, with the mayor's chief of staff.
That guy's an idiot.
With seven,
He's the idiot.
excuse me, only one person at a time could talk. And right now I'm the one. Right now I'm the one with the mic, and I think these people are here. I think these people are here because they want to get the information that they need.
He did. Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm fucking annoyed just as you are.
Okay. I want to say this, that I am in direct contact.
Hey, you got something to say, motherfucker?
All right, hang on.
You got something to do? Shut the fuck up. Have at it. Yeah, have at it. Have at it. Do something about it. Headbutt me or whatever. Do it. No, stop. Stop. I fucking live here. I agree with her. I agree with her. That guy can't. I just called Aries.
All right, everybody, listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. We are here for a reason tonight, and that's to understand exactly what is going on. Nobody likes what's going on, and I get it. People are angry, and I understand it. But when I come before a microphone, and I am the bearer of the news that I am bearing, please listen carefully to what I'm about to say, because it affects each and every one of you It affects our district. It affects College Point. It affects our kids. Top priority. Top priority is our safety and our kids. I have been in negotiations with the mayor's office now since 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. And what we did yesterday at 4:30, we had a major Zoom call. Everybody was on that Zoom call that needed to be on. I want to say this, out of respect for the mayor's office, no matter what you feel, as far as this city councilwoman goes, I want you to know, total transparency, I am the first person they tell before anybody else knows. But I wait until I get all my ducks in a row, and then I have to fight for what's right. And then so everybody wonders why it took so long to find out. I will answer your question simply by this. I do not come out and say anything unless I have facts. Facts matter. There were words floating around, numbers floating around. 600, 900. Those numbers are wrong. We're getting, St. Agnes is getting a respite center that's going to be occupied by 300, what was supposed to be men, has now changed to 100 women and 200 adult families. Well, let me say this. Hold on. Would you have, listen, the negotiation was, I cannot have 300 men across the street from a school, because listen, everybody's getting these things. Look at what's going on in Creedmoor. You've got no, I understand that, but they're going everywhere. The Board of, can I finish what I'm saying, and then I will, can I finish what I'm saying, and then you can say whatever you like. And I'm open to every question that you have. But please address me with respect. That's all I ask. Because I've been working my tail off. And that's no lie. I promised you all when I took office and when I ran for office, total and absolute transparency. Whether we like it or not, I told you the doors of City Hall were going to be wide open, and my constituents were going to know every single thing that goes on. And that's why we are doing what we are doing here tonight. 200 adult families, so the number remains at 300. A respite center is a pit stop. They signed a contract for 90 days. St. Agnes is being prepared to be the first new high school right here in our district. I fought for that. That has not changed. That was the second negotiating tool. So this is not going on for a year. This is not going on for 6 or 8 months. This is 3 months, 2 months, most of which will be occupied. Now understand something also. Because we're dealing with families, these are families that actually are families. These are not make-believe families. This is a father, a mother, or a mother and a son, a father and a mother, and a grown son or daughter, cousins. And they are looking forward to joining and uniting with their families either in this borough of Queens somewhere or in the Bronx or Brooklyn. But this is their stop. So this is a rest stop.
We don't want
this is, I understand that. You know what? Every district is getting this. This is not something that, look,
How many of these people were in jail?
Let her finish
none of,
talking.
they cross, these are all good questions. No, they probably are not vaccinated, but they will need to be vaccinated. Yes, they are vetted when they come out. When you come to here, first of all, when they come here, there will be police, there will be protection inside the school, and there will be extra police will be, because I was on the phone, Phil Banks was on that call also. Phil Banks is the deputy mayor of public safety. He works like this with the police commissioner. He will be here. The 109 is getting more cops just so that they could be here for the entire length of their stay. When you have beg your pardon, the school is here, and that's why they're going to be stationed here. The police will be here. But there will also be police. They have their own security. We have security here inside the building as well.
Will there be a curfew?
Okay. Yes, there will be a curfew. The curfew is 11 p.m.
We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't
What's
want
that?
it.
No, they do not have to leave every morning. No. They can, look. Hello. Let me tell you something. What happens with this is you get a call. Every 51 of us council members get a phone call. It is dictated to us where these places are going. They have no control of the situation. The city has no plan. There is nothing in place at this moment. What should infuriate, and it does me, it makes me very angry, is the fact that the only way this is going to stop is if the border gets closed. And another thing, let me say this, you know, look guys, everybody has their personal responsibility to go and vote. And when you vote a certain way, you get what you vote for. It's as simple as that. Now,
change the way you vote, change the way you live.
Now, the way it goes right now, if I could just lay it out for you so you could calm down, and I had to calm down too. This was not an easy pill for me to swallow at all. I fought day and night, and I want you to know that this is the best case scenario we've got, because look, I don't want it in College Point either. I fight like the dickens for College Point every single day. Your roads are getting done. I put extra police on the streets. Understand this. We are all in a very desperate situation because they're coming, they're flooding the borders, they're coming to New York. There's no way to process these people properly. There just is not. So it's find a place, put them there. Creedmoor's getting 1,000 beds. 10 City, 1,000 beds. So I'll take a respite center. It beats the hell of a permanent shelter. I'll take a respite center where they're going to stay for 30 to 60 to 20 to 90 days. But the best part about this is that they could only stay for 5 and leave. They could stay for a month and go. They could stay for 2 weeks. This is not a permanent facility. And once they are gone, the school construction will go back and resume, and St. Agnes is off the map, and this once again will become a public high school for the city, the town of College Point. How do I really feel about this? Well, I'll tell you how I really feel about this. Our city has had enough. We are over capacity. We are way over capacity. We are unequipped to handle this crisis any longer. The location of this respite center is totally unacceptable. College Point is already suffering with an overburdened infrastructure as well as crime. The 109th precinct, as we all know, cannot handle what it's got. So that was a big bargaining chip for me as well. Adding the migrant center to College Point can have a disastrous impact on our small town. But because of the support that I'm getting from the mayor's office and the 109th precinct and Deputy Mayor Banks, I will secure your safety. Furthermore, this location is within 2 walking distance of the middle school over here. This is how I laid it all out again and again and again, why they can't do this. And we got 2 public schools, 129 and 29, all within walking distance.
Pre-K center also.
We have the senior center and we got the new pre-K center.
2 of them.
My office will do exactly what I do with the Anchor Inn. I visit the Anchor Inn all the time. My office is there all the time. We watch the comings and goings. We shake hands with the neighbors. We find out firsthand any problems. We got that shelter changed within 4 weeks to all women and families. I did the same thing here. And you have my guarantee, absolute guarantee, that my eyes and my feet will be here to protect the citizens of College Point. The city also knows quite well Vickie Palladino, and they know that they can talk to me. I don't slam the door in their face, because if I do, guess what? What'll happen? We'll get 10 times worse. So I carry a velvet hammer, I call it. Because with a velvet hammer, you get what's best, because it's inevitable. This is inevitable. Until we start to turn the buses away and say enough is enough, we cannot do this anymore. This is going to keep coming. And I'm grateful that there's not a stitch place left in District 19 for them to put anybody. We have our parks. Don't think I'm not a little nervous about that. But I told everybody, like I said, when they did the Anchor Inn, Allie and I were at the Anchor Inn when the buses pulled up. We stayed there. And we watched people get off the bus. We stayed 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. We watched how the whole thing was organized. We are going to do exactly the same thing here. The mayor knows it. They know it. City Hall knows it. And I'm telling you right now, their hands are over the fire. They know it. They promised me. They guaranteed me. And I am taking them at their word, because they have not yet disappointed me. So in turn, I will not disappoint you. Now, should they go back on their word, the whole tone of this conversation will shift. And it will change. But for right now, this is what's going on. They are going to start to arrive tomorrow. They are coming starting tomorrow, and they will come from tomorrow over the weekend until Monday. Like I said to you, this is not news I wanted to deliver at all. I wanted to get up here and say this was a bad dream, it's not happening. But the city is in the situation that it is in. There are some council districts that have as many as 4 to 6 to 8 in addition to homeless shelters. District 19 has got a homeless shelter over here. We've got the Anchor Inn, 1 migrant center, and now we have a reset center. That's all we've got. Count your blessings. I'm telling you, we don't want any of this. I made that very clear. But what I'm saying is, what could be happening here, if I was not your councilwoman, fighting like hell for you, if I was not your councilwoman and you had a Democrat standing here, let me tell you something. and I fight like the hell for you, but they respect me in City Hall. And because of that, I return the respect. And this is what we've got. I will be here, I will be watching it, and all eyes will be on it. Police protection will be here to protect our kids. And anybody who knows me knows how important I call them my kids. Your kids are my kids. And you know how I look out for each and every one of them as well as you. There's a lot of work to be done here. We don't stop. We are a locomotive. We are a train. We don't get tired. We don't get sleep. If we have something we need to take care of. But we never. My office, I've got Allie. I've got Lori. I've got Evelyn over here. We don't stop. Ever. Never. Ever. Alexis, where are you? You're here too. And with the cooperation that I get from my communities, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Because without you and your support, only then can we work this out and work together. Every wave that's coming our way, we will beat it. What's that? Yeah. Somebody just said, well, yes, somebody just said it. I already did. Let me tell you something, I already did. And I will stand at this podium and I will take a victory lap on this. And I wish to God, this is not what I want. Make that clear. But this is what we got. So I work like hell. We got this. It's 60 days, 90-day contract. They're out. And I change it from men to women and to families. You could have 300 adult men here. You want something done? You want something done? Change the way you vote. Don't buy them. Stop buying the rhetoric that they give you. Because that's it, they feed you. They spoon feed you. AOC was here just the other day in the library. Yesterday. Okay? I get a text message. Vickie, AOC's at the library, Pappenhausen Library. It took everything I had not to get out of my office, but I had the mayor, I had the City Hall. I could not come here. But if you want to look at what's going on, take a damn good look at your elected officials and who you have representing you now. You've got John Liu, who's over there. You got Toby Stavisky, who thinks the tent city is okay. It's a minor inconvenience. Okay? How do you think this stuff goes up? If nobody fights for the community, and they don't, you get what you get.
But we got Vickie!
I will say this. I will continue, as you know, to keep the pressure on City Hall and the federal government, when all is said and done. Our inept, un-American, socialist, communist president is responsible for exactly what we've got going on in this country today. The buck stops at his desk, but he's too senile to realize it. He's a puppet on a string. That's what we've got. And our Congress people that we elect to Congress, they represent you. It's a local election. AOC, one vote. One vote. That's all it takes. One person, one vote. She's still in office. Why, I ask you? Why, I ask you?
Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out!
So long as you've got my radical left-wingers in city council who think this is all okay, $4.2 billion in this year's fiscal budget for 24, not to mention the millions and millions of dollars, billions of dollars that we have thus far spent on this crisis. They still don't think it's enough. They still don't think it's enough. So I go to City Hall every time and I fight for each and every one of you. And that is what I will continue to do. I thank you all very much for coming. You'll see me here tomorrow as the buses roll up.
I have one question. There's not enough police in the area now. How we guarantee there's going to be more police here?
I just got done telling you how.
Because
I just got done telling you how.
We broke into my house and took a half hour with police.
I just got done telling you how. I just got done telling you how. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to listen? Okay, I am going to tell you how.
All right, let's listen.
I'm going to tell you how. Because I am going to make sure it happens. Period. End of sentence. Okay? That's how it's going to happen. And you can hold me to that. Okay? Because I'm holding City Hall to their promises. I don't take what...
We need it beyond the 3 months, though. This town needs more police.
Oh, I know that. That we're well aware of. But when you can get more people who want to become cops, then we will have... That's another issue. Okay? Nobody wants to be a police officer anymore. You can't restock a precinct if there aren't enough cops to restock them with. It's as simple as that. They're going to be over school age limit. They would have been 17 years old enough. So they're not coming into our schools. No, it's only temporary. So they're out of here. Okay? So nobody's going to be registered in school. They're coming and they're going. They're coming and they're going. Okay. Kurt.
Thank you, Vickie.
Thank you, Vickie. Thank you.
You're one of us.
没事，你先跟他说好，待会我过几分钟我采访你，得了吧？你跟他说两句。
You're right.
Getting any money back for housing
The church is getting.
No, the church doesn't own the school. No, I'll tell you. Your Brooklyn Diocese sold this to the Board of Education.
Oh, they sold it?
They sold, this building is sold to the Board of Education for 2 years. For 2 years. Here's where your civics come in. All right, everybody. I just had a civic gathering of every civic association in my district to tell every one of them, none of them are numb. None of them are above having this happen in Little Neck. Douglas didn't, nobody's above this. I just had the civics. One of the things that the civic presidents brought up was their lack of attendance at their civic meetings. I need you to attend, thank you, to attend the civic association meetings. They're set up for a reason, to keep you up to date on exactly what it is on your community. Please, you got a better College Point here, and you've got College Point taxpayers.
Paladino High School.
Please, they offer their meetings via Zoom and in person. I'm asking you, please. You don't like what's going on. Please get involved with your civics. Start tomorrow. Sign up for your civics. Start tomorrow. Make a phone call. Drop an email to a Better College Point or College Point Civic Association. It starts with you.
And remember in November.
Yes.
Is the town getting any money for housing? Number one. Number two, how is it called a respite center when by law more than 91 people is considered a shelter?
Because a respite center is a name they gave it because it's a pit stop. It's just a rest stop. It's not a shelter. That's correct. Yes, it's a respite center. You're welcome. You know what? I don't know that. I don't know that. I'm going to say 8, 9 o'clock, maybe 11, 12. With the anchor in, Allie and I sat there all day. The buses did not get there till like 9 o'clock at night. And that's what happens. Look, Curtis, you want to get up and say a few words?
You know, Vickie, you inspired me today because we were together on Saturday on College Point Boulevard and we saw all the AOC, all-out crazy Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez mini-me's out there, and they had signs that said, "Socialist for Vella." Socialist for Vella. You know what that means. You don't see him here tonight, do you? Because he wants what's going on to take place. He's made his deal with the devil, AOC, because he thinks that's a pathway to beat Vickie Palladino. Let me tell you something, Vickie. I was there when you were sworn in by Rudy Giuliani, and this guy had the culions, the chutzpah, to declare himself city councilman in exile, like Napoleon on the island of Elba. Well, let me tell you something, Tony Avella. You cast your lot with AOC and the socialists. You better find yourself a job in the private sector first time in your life. You need to come out and vote for Vickie Palladino. And what do you think I go for the Daily Double? What do you think I run against AOC next year, and then Eric Adams, swagger man with no plan to follow me, right? Right, I have a Daily Double. But anyway, let me finish on this note. You know the Guardian Angels have been here in College Point for years. And we know you're hard-working people. But I'm out there in the streets every day, and I'm telling you the people who are most disappointed with City Hall are African Americans. You may have seen my video with an African American woman on the park bench at Central Park, 2 blocks from where they turned that state facility jail into a migrant center. And remember, they had a mini riot there Sunday morning. It's African Americans who are now our Americans who are sleeping in subways, sleeping on park benches, who are veterans, many of them with mental health problems, the emotionally disturbed. I guarantee you this, when you elect me, first persons I'm going after are Bill de Blasio and Charlene. You stole $1.5 billion that was meant for the emotionally disturbed. So don't tell me you like African Americans. Don't tell me you serve African Americans. Look at what they've done to their people who elected them into office. And hopefully in the election this November and the following November and the following November, they'll remember that their people forsake them and that we, Vickie Palladino, Curtis Lee, and others, we're here to support all the people. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, males and females, and most importantly, those who can least defend themselves. I'll be on the air tomorrow, as I am every day at WABC. Always broadcasting Curtis, morning, noon, and night. And I'll be giving you information. Let's have a nice round of applause, though, today for all those who are outside of Greenlaw, whereas Vickie said they want to put 1,000 of the migrants in tents in the hot, sweltering heat. Their battle is our battle, is all of our battles. It's us and we, not I and me. On to victory, and let's take our city back. Thank you.
Okay, everybody. So let's end on that note. That this is just the way it goes.
90 days.
We got 90 days, but the point is, this is we need to understand the voting process coming this November. I had no idea Curtis was going to say that. Thank you, Curtis. But yes, there were people holding up signs that said "Socialists for Avella," standing with AOC's people. Look, this is an election year. I think I've done pretty good so far. And there's so much more to do. I'm only just getting started. But this is not what this was supposed to be about. This is about you, the people of College Point, the respite center, and what we're going to do to keep you safe, keep our kids safe. As we bring these people in and watch them leave, their hands will be over the fire. City Hall knows I'm watching. City Hall is watching us. So just be aware, I am all over this. My people are all over this. Please, everybody, go home knowing that my finger is on the pulse of this. This is a hand that every district is being dealt. So I'll take 300 women and 200 adult families over 1,000-bed tent city shelter. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you coming out. And thank you to the news media who came tonight. I certainly do appreciate you as well. Thank you. Get home safe. And if you have any questions, you are always to call my office. Stop in. My office phone number. And please follow Councilmember Vickie Palladino on social media, Facebook, Instagram. And if you want to know a little nitty-gritty, it's a little gritty in my NYC page. Vickie Palladino for NYC. Okay? And get involved in your civics. Get involved in your civics. Thank you very much, everybody.
我们现在 City Council 没有这种事情。